Today we're back looking at some awful people.
Am I gonna be in the background and break your phone?
What is your issue, bro?
I don't like to be in the background.
You're not gonna be in the background.
You better not be special.
What is wrong with him? What is up with some people and attitudes? I can understand not wanting to be in the background of someone filming. You don't react like that. Dude went out of his way to make sure he was on camera. Exactly, literally went out of his way to argue with her as well. That's gonna make her want to post it. Pretty sure everyone is sick of filming in public gyms. Most of them don't allow it, but it's not enforced. That reaction is very unnecessary though. I'm with you, like I can understand not wanting to be filmed. However, by the looks of it, it was mainly on her. You know how some places have like a smoking section, so like if you want to go and light a spliff, you can go and smoke it there. I feel like gyms should make a rule like that, but for filming. You know, there's a certain part of the gym you can film in, however, other sections you can't film in. And then, you know, that basically keeps everyone happy. Breaking and entering is just a prank, bro. Oh, damn. Apparently turned into a turkey. I think I've actually seen videos like that on Reddit before. Last time I checked, that is not his granny. Did he like prank someone's granny? Someone took the original video and put BS text on it. That's his house and his wife. He has numerous videos of him scaring her running away. I'm also starting to believe that his videos are fake. I see a lot of prank videos like that on TikTok and like they're literally all fake now. It's so sad, but can we actually talk about this? I love prank videos. Like I think prank videos are the funniest ones, especially scare prank videos. However, I feel like a lot of videos like that nowadays are fake. People don't want to get a genuine reaction. They would much rather have a fake overreaction. I have seen that man make quite a few videos like that and I'm starting to think that they're fake. American Karen is yelling at the employee of a movie theater in Norway. What is an American Karen doing in Norway? Leave the poor Norwegian people alone.
Children's movie is definitely not a children's movie.
Oh, it's 12 plus.
12 plus, so you should put it on there because my child is 12 and he cannot watch this. I brought my kid, my 12-year-old kid, to see this movie. And this is not a Christmas movie. My kid is crying. Posters, and they're not even Christmas movies. This is a horror movie. Who's your manager? I need to talk to who's in charge in here.
She's not here.
She's not here. What's her name? I need to get her number.
I can't give any personal.
I want her phone number.
You're making the other guests upset.
I don't
think
care. I need this lady's number. I need your manager's phone
I can't
name.
give you any information. I'm sorry.
I am not leaving until you give me her
You
name.
have to leave now. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not leaving.
You're making
My kid is crying.
And people are waiting.
I don't know what the cinema rules in Norway are like, but I swear whenever it comes to 12 plus movie, a 12-year-old can go and watch them if they're accompanied by an adult. Like, I think that's the way it goes, isn't it? Honestly, after watching that video, it just seems like a woman wanted to start an argument for no reason whatsoever. Good for him, standing there not reacting like she's a curiosity, but nothing to get worked up about. I'm gonna be completely honest, if he's living in Norway, I'm gonna assume he speaks Norwegian. So English isn't his first language, which means he probably didn't completely understand her, which in his case is probably quite good. My kid is crying and go comfort them. Then instead of giving him exposure to a very uncomfortable situation, it's literally like rubbing salt in an open wound, and I could almost bet her screaming and tantrum are contributing to the kids crying, probably processing it like it's their fault that mum is acting like that or even feeling ashamed about it. Very idiotic rant from mummy. Imagine you being 12 and your mum having a meltdown and shouting at people in public. That would make you cry. I can assure you the movie had no impact on the kid. It's probably the mum. Yet again, imagine having a parent like that. Like, I'd be stressed 24/7. If you have a mum or dad that is a Karen, I honestly feel bad for you. Thank God I can't relate. I'm an a-hole for not telling my wife that my sister died. Oh my God, talk about a clickbait headline. My 35-year-old sister died 3 weeks ago. My wife had only met her once and she lived quite far away, and every time I went to see her, my wife didn't come. My dad told me that she had died and told me when the funeral was. I travelled down for the funeral and I told my wife I was going to see my sister, which wasn't really a lie. However, it is a lie though. You're implying that you're going to see your sister when realistically you're going to her funeral. This seems like a bit of a weird situation, doesn't it? A few days after I got back home, my brother called my wife and told her to check up on me, since I hadn't been answering his calls and texts. I guess she asked why I was so worried. My brother told her about my sister dying. Yeah, I wonder what your wife says. Like, imagine her husband literally not telling her that his sister died. It would be a bit gobsmacked. My wife got really upset at me for not telling her and said that I can't trust her and that I should talk to her instead of bottling up my feelings. I explained that I didn't tell her because I knew she'd worry and expect me to talk about how I feel. It's sweet of her for worrying about me, but she doesn't need to. It's like she doesn't understand I don't talk about how I feel unlike her. She's barely spoken to me since. She said that she feels betrayed. I didn't mean to upset her so much. I just didn't want to deal with her constant worrying. I'm an a-hole. Okay, so I'm gonna be completely honest. I can understand understand why he maybe does that. If you've ever had somebody in your life who just completely nags on about something, you can understand how he feels. Constantly getting asked how you feel, bombarded with questions, etc. It can become annoying. However, I can also understand why the wife might be annoyed. Her husband went to his sister's funeral without telling her, and then made her believe that she was still alive when she wasn't. Soft, you're the a-hole because you lost a sister. But how could you not tell your wife something as important as my sister died? You got the news, made travel plans, travelled, went to a funeral, came home, and at no time told your spouse that a member of your immediate family passed away. Whether you're close to your sister or not, that's a major thing to deal with without sharing any of it with your spouse. When you said you were going to see your sister and chose not to include it was for her funeral, you lied by omission. And if I were your wife, I'd wonder how many other major things you've chosen not to tell me. I can't imagine being so emotionally constipated that I don't even tell the person I'm supposed to love and trust as much as I would espouse something like this. I understand where the person's coming from, however, you still have to keep in mind it is something happened to him. Maybe there's a reason he didn't tell the wife. I don't know, let's say she nags him 24/7. Like, if you've ever had someone like that, you know how it feels, and it's not a good feeling. Unfortunately, you're the a-hole. First and foremost, I'm sorry for your loss. I understand it's hard when a partner can be a little overbearing when they're worried. They love you. I would be quite hurt my husband would not share something so personal because I would worry. Trust that she is there for you. You can say I don't need you to worry, or even I need some time to myself. To purposely keep information like that from your family, it's just hurtful. I hope you guys can talk it out. That's basically what I'm thinking. Like, obviously I understand why he maybe didn't tell her. However, he probably should. It's kind of like one of them situations where like you shouldn't really lie about it. And yet again, it's the fact that you did go to the funeral telling her that you're going to see her when you were going to her funeral. I'm guessing that they don't have kids, because like if they do, them kids have lost an auntie. So are you a massive a-hole? No. Are you a little bit of a one? Yes. Privileged nobody cut off his family because they don't have enough followers.
I mean, my mom has more followers than my sister.
It's your mother. What difference she make? What do you care if she has followers or not? It's your mother.
What? Can anyone tell me like what I would talk to my mom about if she's not going to be making me relevant?
Yeah, like, hi, Mom.
Now I have a career and I'm famous. Like, that's what happens when you get famous. You cut people off.
Seriously?
Everyone's upset with it. Maybe because you guys aren't relevant either, so you don't understand.
I love how he went from slagging off his mum to now slagging off the audience. And yet again, they're laughing at you, not with you. I won't lie, I do believe videos like that are fake. I believe he's playing a character. Like, I always see Dr. Phil videos where like kids are being outrageous. Is it really them, or are they just doing it for attention? Delusional, narcissistic flesh weight. He thinks he's relevant, laughing my ass off. I'm gonna disagree with you. I don't actually believe that's how he is. I don't believe he's a narcissist. I think he's just a clout chaser. I think I kind of know what's going on there. Basically, he's seen other people and Dr. Phil get really, really famous for acting like him. So he's decided to act like that. They always play this character where they act like massive narcissists, but realistically, are they a narcissist? I don't think so. Out of all of the things you could be famous for, why would you choose that? This guy's name is Lars. He is a complete nobody as of right now, but did blow up again in 2020 for licking a toilet bowl. Yeah, so basically he is the type of person I thought he was. He'll do anything for clout. So is he a narcissist? Probably. However, I do feel like he's probably putting on a front. He acts like that because he knows it's going to get him attention. My husband always works, so I'm going to bother him and not let him sleep. I'm so crazy. Okay, so by the looks of it, we've got a Facebook post. Since my husband is always working, I decided I'm going to follow him around with this flashlight on all day. Follow this post for more updated pics of me bothering him today. And as you can see, that man looks to be asleep with the woman flashing a flashlight in him. The information I was able to pull from that is that husband is always working. So I'm going to guess maybe the wife doesn't work. Do you want to be homeless and divorced? How to get divorced? Exactly. It's all fun and games until he kicks you out. Trust me, if I were him, I would. Main character pranks man, then makes a scene when he gets politely asked to delete it. If this is one of these dumb YouTube pranksters, I swear to God, like, they piss me off.
Your fashion is you need to work for me. My name is Picasso. Your fashion is to work for me. My name is Picasso.
It's just not funny.
Following us! This guy's following us, please! Somebody help us! This guy's following us! Wait, let's go to the security.
It's just not funny though. Like, it's just not funny. Going up and harassing people is not comedy. All fun and games until someone loses an eye or a lie. Like, I don't think you understand. The bigger the reaction, the more they're gonna do it, because that's how they make their money. And yet again, one day some prankster is gonna lose their life. They're gonna lose their life for clout. Assholes like him deserve whatever happens to them. I don't think we've seen it yet, but yet again, one of these pranksters is gonna get either seriously hurt or murdered. Like, they're gonna try and play a prank on the wrong person and end up with a bullet inside of them. Let's show some disrespect and annoy people.
So yesterday I go to this Vietnamese wedding. No, I wasn't invited. And I was just like, okay, maybe I can join. I talked to the guy in the entrance and I said, I showed him my phone. I had to use Google Translate. I use Google Translate all the time. So I show him, I am French. I'm a YouTuber. The guy is looking at me. welcome. So I come inside. Obviously, I was the only white guy, the only foreigner. I come in, and then everyone was looking at me like, who is this guy? Everyone was looking at me like, I felt so uncomfortable. I was like, oh my God, what am I doing here? Everyone was
what are
looking at me
you?
like, huh? Not in a bad way, but in a kind of curious way, you know? I take my camera, I go around, I show here and there. I go in front of the main stage because I arrived exactly at the moment when the married couple just was about to go to the main stage, right? So it was really uncomfortable. I wasn't invited. I didn't really know what to do, and no one seemed to invite me in their table. So I said like, okay, I'm just gonna ask, you know, if I can join the table. I joined one table, and then no one speaks English, right? Like people started to, you know, be nice with me. I ate so much food, fried food. The food was so tasty. Lots of seafood, lots of stuff. We tried so many different things. And then obviously we drank all together. Cheers, cheers, cheers.
But why though? Like, I'm so sorry. Does anyone else think that's incredibly weird? You've walked up to a random wedding, got into it, and then ate their food. That is weird. You should feel uncomfortable. You were not invited. I wonder if he paid for any of the food. Weddings are very, very expensive. Like, I wonder if any of the guests paid for that food. Because if he sat there munching on it, he should be paying as well. He says it was uncomfortable, but it didn't even cross his mind to just leave. Why would he even think about doing that? That's what I would know. Who in their right mind rocks up to a wedding and walks into it? They were looking at me like, who is this guy? Smirks and giggles. Yes, they were no-like about it. That was genuinely the question in their mind. Nobody invited me to join him. Smug grin. Gee, I wonder why. Exactly. Why is he literally rocking up to a random wedding? We've seen quite a few videos like this. Like, what is up with people going and crashing weddings? First of all, it's disrespectful. It's also really weird. I want to know where to get their confidence. Like, these people, they've got too much confidence. We need to take some of it away.
Trying to see if the guys I play pickup basketball with will compliment my makeup.
I was just gonna say, it's like parking was easy. Since I've seen you? Way longer.
I was like, what are you? What's happening here? I went to his Instagram page.
Update, no compliments were given.
They're probably thinking in the back of their head, why is this woman wearing a full face of makeup to a basketball game? You're gonna end up looking like a hot mess. Why did they no longer want to hang out? Meanwhile, yeah, I'm not inviting her again. I thought she wanted to play basketball, but she just filmed herself for the entire game without participating with anyone. I mean, I don't blame her for not wanting to play the game. Like, you've literally got a full face of makeup on. Basketball makes you sweat. Like, she's gonna walk out there looking like a melted wax figure. Well, anyways, guys, let's leave that video there. If it seemed like a more awful people, let me know, definitely will. Press bigger, subscribe, and see you all tomorrow for another video.